In front of him, don't know what's going on there.
Whoa! Oh, look out! We got trouble. This is going to hurt.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Yep.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Welcome back to Daytona.
It's the big one, gang. It's the big one. It's what we've all been fearing. This kind of racing is going to happen.
A horrible crash on the back straightaway that began when Tony Stewart got turned sideways against the backstretch wall number 20. Here's the why.
Here's the 4 got into the back of Ward Burton, I believe.
And then Burton's 22 got into Stewart. And everybody scrambles.
That car is taking a whale of a ride, that 20 car is. It's getting hit. It's upside down. It's hit on its roof. It's on fire.
Third win in the Great American Race. Back at Daytona, a massive accident down in Turn 1 has claimed at least 15 cars. It started up toward the front of the field. You see the carnage scattered in the corner. Matt Kenseth, Johnny Benson, Ricky Rudd was in it.
All right, Jeff Gordon and the Kevin Harvick make contact going down in Turn 1.
And there we were talking about throwing the block, and that looks like what happened.
And the first 4 or 5 cars get through, and then about the 7th or 8th, I don't know, about the wherever the 43 car of Andretti, that was the next car to hit. And after that, there's no place for anyone to go.
Trouble off
Trouble, big trouble.
Newman slams the wall.
Man.
Comes Schrader, and Newman is in the air and over. Ryan Newman, last year's Rookie of the Year.
Oh, up, Larry.
Just takes off like an airplane.
That's 3,400 pounds, folks. Just lifting up in the air like a feather.
And the right rear wheel digs into the dirt and tears the whole rear end loose from the car.
Yeah, if the tire hadn't come off of the wheel, it probably wouldn't have turned over like that. But once the tire came off, and it dug in and flipped it.
Shown to be fast, very fast.
And what's at stake for him here? He's
trouble!
Contact on the backstretch. It's Mike Waltrip and now Brian Vickers. Robbie Gordon, 31. The time. Oh, Waltrip's over. 1, 2, 3 times for Michael Waltrip.
Well, there's the big one right there. Took a lot. There's a lot of good cars right there. Is that Sterling Marlin in there?
40 cars in it. That's Michael Waltrip's car, upside down.
Start turning each other. Here you see, looks like Johnny Sauter slid up in the 30 car into Brian Vickers in the 25. In chain reaction.
Yes, that's Michael Tuckins. Yes.
And Biffle, the pole sitter, looks like he barely got through there.
So you see the tire come off of Michael's car, then it got into that grass softened by the rain, and it just dug in, just like we saw Ryan Newman's last year, and sent the car over.
There's Harvick, Kevin LePage, Johnny Benson,
Terry Labonte, saw McMurray and Vickers.
Okay, here we go. This might be our best shot.
Watch the car at the bottom there. The blue and yellow car. Slides up right there. Just ever so little contact, which doesn't look like a lot when you're running 185, 190 miles per hour. It's a lot.
There's the 15. And about right now, he's going to dig in. There goes one of the tires that Alan talked about. Violent.
Very violent.
Oh, we got trouble. Joey Miller slides. Joey Miller slides, and we heard smoke coming out of the 2-car Gailey. So we're racing to the checkered flag. Oh, we got Todd Cleaver on the road.
Oh, we got cars everywhere. 20 cars.
Coming to the checkered flag yellow. Who's going to get here first? Oh, we've got Cleaver flipping down the back straightaway. He lands on all 4 wheels. More trouble on the back straightaway.
Oh, the 49 car. Dan Shaver, engulfed in flames.
Coming to the line. Gerhardt's going to get here first.
Junior, pull away.
Oh, he has a nice buffer between himself and the fast cars, but you know, Cleaver and McFarland.
Behind you.
Oh, we got trouble. Hard
hit. Casey Kane.
He gets it another time. Brian Vickers, 57 involved.
7th caution of the race. And that ties the record for this race.
Oh! And Harvick's getting a run off turn 4. It's going to be a drag race all the way back to the start-finish line. No caution. They're side by side, right to the line.
Big crash. Here they come. Checkered flag. Harvick. Kevin Harvick wins the Daytona 500.
We got one car on his roof coming across the start finish line.
Still wrecking. They're wrecking everywhere. Boyer's on fire. Jeff Gordon's wrecked.
And they are still wrecking.
Montoya, Stremme, Kenseth. 07. It'll come in here from the right. In the bottom lane. Clint Bowyer. Gets slid sideways. Whammo.
And he'll cross the start-finish line unofficially upside down in the 18th position.
On fire. I mean, that's Joey Chitwood couldn't do that.
Oh, there they go. Off of two.
Jimmy Johnson goes around Martin Truex. Johnson had been stuck in the middle coming by the start-finish line, what we call the sucker hole, and backing up. And he got turned around coming off turn 2 to bring out the 4th caution flag of this Daytona 500.
Underneath of Jimmy here. Let's see if Hornish gets up into him. Now, you know, Jimmy got loose. I don't think Hornish had anything to do with that. Jimmy just got snapped loose.
Denny Hamlin, the 11, he's going to have some damage.
And boy, he got it, didn't he, Kenny?
Yes, he did.
Oh, troubles! Justin Lupton into the back of the 60. Patrick Shelton spins. Into the wall he goes. And now Kimmel spins around. Oh, and a big hit on Justin, or on the 60 of Patrick Shelton. Our 6th caution of the day comes out, and what a big hit that was from the 23 of Larry Hollenbeck. All the way around, that could be Jill George. Yes, it is. Jill George in the number 48 comes rolling to a stop at the entrance to pit road.
That car just snapped. I mean, it literally just snapped around, went straight into the outside retaining wall, and then flipped over.
Top of your screen, you see
that's the first thing I saw. Oh, I see what happened. He got down on the 48 got down on the apron. The 48 got the left side tires down on the apron, and
and lost control.
Overcorrected, and the car shot right back up across the track into the outside wall and flipped over.
I don't know if there's any room, but there trouble.
They go.
Problems as they go through the trial, but Austin Dillon is caught up in it. The 31 of Buescher's caught up in it.
That's the rest of the field,
They're
right
all
there.
in it.
That's
They're all
done.
in it.
There's only 2 guys left running.
The 2 that made it through, Elliott Sadler, Michael Waltrip.
James Busch is good.
They just start bouncing around back in there.
It was really Brad Sweet in the 32 truck. Maybe the 32 got hooked by the 51 truck. Red flag is out.
That's kind of what it looked like. They just started moving around. They were wobbling as they were going down toward turn 1 there. Truck gets really free coming through the trial over here, especially when you get them 3 wide like that.
It was 3 wide in front. Jason White, and around they go. That will bring the caution out as Joey Coulter goes flying into the catch fence just past the start-finish line, and that will mean John King will win at Daytona. Coulter.
A little bit of contact with the 31 of James Buescher. Gets up into the catch fence, and man, does that catch fence do its job.
And of course, Ty Dillon slipped right through again. See Ty there in the truck with the bright neon orange, just slips right through. I'm just glad Coulter's okay. That was wild looking. See the way it ripped that back of that truck apart?
Well, it sure did. And the front.
James Buescher in the 31 got into the back of that 22.
Keselowski 22, Stewart 33, and contact! Smith turned around. Tony Stewart is going to win this race. And a terrible crash coming to the finish.
This is a big wreck.
Kyle Larson's car with the front end severely torn off. He's bailing out of the car.
Start finish line. Logano comes down into Paul Menard. One car gets up on top of a group and goes flipping over and over, and the 30 lands on its roof. That's Parker Kligerman.
Cole Witt's teammate that just wrecked in that first caution. Actually, Matt Kenseth in the 20 looks like he kicked up into Joey Logano in the 22 that turned him sideways.
Trevor Bayne, the 21, looked to me, Larry, like he was going to bump draft. Got him going. A lot of different looks here.
Back across the field. The big one, part 2 at Daytona.
Yeah, they can't do this.
Stay high. Nice straight. Did anybody hit you there, Cal?
A horrific crash for Kyle Busch, who slid through the infield grass and went head on into the inside wall. And he is climbing from that car, and that is an unbelievable sight. Wow.
Looks like there might have been some contact there.
There you see Kyle, top of your screen.
Kyle bumps into Larson, and it turns him to the left. Elliott Sadler hit there by Brendan Gaughan.
And there's the 54. You saw the impact.
They're going to crash. With a big run. They're crashing. Christopher Bell upside down. Truck on the outside, second in line.
Peters gets bumped.
Looks like William Byron got jumped by the 86. Look at Timothy Peters on the inside as Christopher Bell tumbles down the front straightaway. Timothy all the way to the inside of the racetrack is, you know, a lot of new pavement down there, guys, and that makes such a huge difference. They don't get any grass. A lot of huge pavement scrubs off a lot of that speed.
Middle of 3. You're middle of 3. Come on, 13. You got a guy coming to you. Not over. Keep digging.
They're crashing. Rhodes into Crafton.
Keep digging. Damn.
Crafton up and over.
And Kaz Gralla looks to me like will win this race.
Very aggressive push.
Yeah, it looked like Grant Enfinger was trying to help. Ooh, look at Matt Crafton up and over.
There's Johnny Sauter up in the middle of the mess. Grant Enfinger was pushing right there when the track flattens out. Yep. Around goes the 27, catches Crafton, who thought he was home free.
Exactly in that spot where you said you didn't want to be pushed, where the track changes.
Elliott, slam into the wall.
Are you kidding me?
Danica Patrick, Casey Kane.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
You all right? Yeah, I'm good.
Oh. And that, to me, is what got him turned around. Hard to see from that angle.
I just think Keselowski went up there and he got that good push. He got the push from this. I think the 78 was behind him. He dives down. He's going to, and Chase sees him and tries to block him.
Yeah, the 2 starts to make a move. The 9 reacts. They make contact.
It's on from there.
Both of them around.
Good.
Oh,
no. Are you kidding me? This is big. Wow. But it...
Boy, it just reminds me of the Clash. Same type of carnage that we saw where these cars were going everywhere. A lot of damage as they all got to turn 3. Yeah, that just starts to turn them a little bit.
Got him in the right rear.
And then he collects Menard.
Yeah.
Logano just misses it, but the whole outside lane and half the inside pile up.
And this is exactly what we were just talking about. At this stage in the race, you can start to taste victory in the Daytona 500. You want to see that checkered flag, and you'll do anything to get it, and you know you've got to be more aggressive with those bump drafts.
It looks exactly like the Clash.
Ryan Newman off turn 4 for the final time. Blaney to the outside, to the inside. Here comes Hamlin up the outside.
Wow.
Crash into the wall, into the air. Goes Newman.
Upside down.
In a shower of sparks on his roof, Ryan Newman comes across the line, 4th. Ryan Newman goes around, and the car goes to its roof, and here's the on-rushing Corey LaJoie picking it up and over. The block.
Logano goes back up. Keselowski with him. McDowell in tow. Dillon on the bottom.
The run's on top.
Whoa!
Teammates.
Around they go in a hard crash. Kyle Busch.
Kyle Larson.
Caution is out.
Bubba Wallace is in this. Austin Cindric. Hard hit by Kyle Busch.
To secure the victory. The big one on the final lap in the final corner of the Daytona 500. Michael McDowell emerges with the victory.
One's going to come with a huge shove.
They are 2 and 3 wide behind him. Crossover.
Here he
That's
comes.
Austin Hill in the 21. Big crash. Up and over. Caution is out. That's Myatt Snyder. It's Austin Hill who gets it done at Daytona, and here's what happened behind him.
That's just a bad scenario. Once you get turned around backwards, if he doesn't get hit in the front end, it probably doesn't get airborne, but it's just you got that other car wedging underneath the front to get the lift there. But it's great to see, like Chad talked about, the safety innovations of these cars. You know, to see Myatt just walk right out, that's a great sign.
And I would be anxious to see how close it was at the time of caution, because look right here, it looks like the 16's out front. Whew, it had to be really close.
The caution wasn't out at that point when they left our screen, so he was clearly ahead.
There goes the one to the outside of his teammate.
Through the middle of the 21. Oh, my goodness.
Mayer is turned. He's upside down. The caution is out. And now the question becomes,
Who was the leader?
Who was leading at the time of caution?
Race at Daytona, the Funkaway Chevy was solid.
And I would say right there, I mean, as soon as he gets upside down, from a safety perspective, even though we didn't see the lights, you're thinking caution. I think Allgaier's got a chance here. And who knows how quick they were to rule it and hit the button.
What is it, the lights?
It's not the lights.
Oh, okay.
It is when they hit the button. So the lights are a nice gauge.
Yeah.
But the reality is the caution could have come out before that for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting what they say about the 7 and the 20. You know, it's kind of like they moved down together. That's going to be interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on there.